Welcome back to the channel in a new video. We're doing the LT Missouri today. We're going to get that cab sound deadened and put some insulation in to try and kill the sound within the cab. It's a commercial vehicle at the front, it's a Karmann Coachbuilt at the back. The commercial side needs to be sorted. We've hooked up with our friends at DODO again. This is the DODO DODOMAT, and we've also got the DODO SUPERLINER that will also be put in. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okie dokie, so that's the matting installed. It's already killed the resonance and drumming. We can take this a step further now with the DODO SUPERLINER, and we can put in panels of SUPERLINER in places which will then suck up those airborne sounds that are coming in. This will absolutely deaden the door. So if you see at the end, the before and after, it's quite unbelievable. But DODO products, absolutely worth it every step of the way. All the conversions that I do, I use DODO sound deadening products. So shout out to them for their support as always. And I look forward to getting in here, taking all this flooring out, taking these seat bases out, cleaning up all the floor, sound deadening, and the same within the ceiling also. Get that ceiling down, get it all deadened, and then we'll have a much better driving experience with less road noise coming into the cab. Okay, it's not going to win any prizes, I understand that, but it's killed it. None of this rattling now. This has served its purpose. So you don't need to fully deaden every single inch of your panels. They say about 60% gives you enough coverage to be able to have the material working effectively. The closed cell foam, superb stuff, that will catch those airborne sounds. And again, personally for me, I don't feel the need to absolutely leather every single inch of the panel, but I'll leave that up to you guys and girls, of course. So that's the door done. It certainly sounds better than before. Certainly none of that tinny coming through. So we'll get this door card put back together now, have a clean up because it's carnage, and then remove driver's seat, remove the battery, remove seat boxes, all these plastic trims, get them all out, work on this floor, get this floor looking good, then we can start laying down our products again. Okay, so I've cleaned up the bodywork. I've also done some repairs, sprayed with primer and then sprayed with grey. There is a couple of areas that you will see that will now be grey rather than white, which suits me fine. Particularly inside the seat boxes, you may be able to look in and see a white floor, which I don't want to do, because I want to have grey boxes. The seat boxes are going to be respray grey as well. So we're going to get to work putting down some extra deadening in particular places. I mean, there is also, as you can see, a lot of deadening already in this, but here for example, she's a bit tinny, so we're going to lay it in where we think we need it, and hopefully it will help make a difference to the experience of driving the van. Okie dokie, stage one done. I started down here in the middle and worked my way outwards. After I'd finished what I thought was enough, after tapping around on the floor again, I still picked up the resonance. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of insulation, quite a lot of sound deadening that's gone into this. Now, in hindsight, yes, I probably could have just covered the whole lot, but the properties that the sound deadening has, it doesn't need to be completely covered. All I'm doing is trying to chase out the resonant sound, and now I've managed to do that. I can now get on with the SUPERLINER. So the DODO SUPERLINER, the closed cell foam, acoustic foam, I'll be putting that underneath the wheel arch, underneath the steering wheel there, down by the steering column at the bottom. I'll also be working it around the tower, should we call it? We don't call it a tower, but this bulkhead here, where the back of the engine is, that's going to be going to have some acoustic foam applied, and the same down in the bottom here as well. What I'm trying to do is catch those sounds that are coming in from the engine. I may also put some into the bottom of the wheel arches, and that will hopefully catch those sounds right behind where the wheels come in. So yeah, let's crack on. Okie dokie. So I think I've got the areas covered that I wanted. A few little bits and pieces in here around the top of the engine cover there, down the back behind the pedals, and most importantly this tunnel section. This is where the gearbox is. So you've got the gearbox and the prop going around. The noise coming from the middle must be quite a lot. So hopefully that's going to catch those sounds and kill it off. I've also tucked in the wheel arch here, so hopefully these sounds will be picked up from the wheels. I should really do in here too, but what I may do is take the wheels up, clean the inside metal and sound deaden that. So and do it outside in the wheel arch as opposed to inside here. Obviously I'm really concerned about when we lay the mat down again, if the mat is going to lay flat and proper again, because with this extra few mil we could have a few discrepancies which will bug me. But you hear that? There's an echo to it. So we'll see. Next step, headlining down. We'll get the headlining down and tackle the sound up in here. One thing I did notice out here on the B post, very tinny. I don't actually know if I can get to anything behind these B pillar trims, but that's also something worth having a look at. But let's get on with the next step. Morning everybody, day 2. Let's get that headlining going. So as I said before, the floor's done. I've actually added a couple more pieces to a couple of areas, one right up in there as well. I just feel as much as I can get away with putting in, the better for this application. So let's get to work on stripping out this headlining. B pillar trims off, A post trims, sun visors, belts, this trim here, and then this headlining should drop down and we can get insulating. Okie dokie, so the B pillar trims are off. They are just clipped into place and they just pull off. They leave this mechanism, they leave this attachment behind as well, which is good. So you don't have to muck around with disconnecting all this like on a T4 or T5. So the panel itself isn't too bad. I will be adding some insulation to areas. We've got bags of space behind this. The outside, however, I don't know if I can, but I'm going to attempt to get some deadening onto this side in this B post. Let's have a go. all I did was remove the screws, the sun visors, up here for the grab handle, check to see if it was loose, and it just fell out. So one headlining down. Let's see if we can kill this. The good thing is I can get loads in here. Okie dokie, so that's the cab roof sound deadened, and also having the SUPERLINER installed on it. The B-pillar trims have been treated as well. They now sound a lot deader. The floor all complete also. You would have noticed as well that some of the product is actually DODO's Dead Easy as well. So the Dead Easy is a cheaper alternative, as it's only 1.5mm thick, but it's a really good product for when you need to get it put into places where gap clearances and what have you are at a premium. So as you can see, what I've done here now is I'm just tape sealing with aluminium foil tape all over all the edges. So when I come to install and put back everything into the van, I'm not going to be snagging edges and ripping corners out and snagging. So I'll go through and run all that in now, and then we'll be ready to get the interior back in. Okay, sound deadening complete for me. All tape sealed edges and all the important areas. Sealing done also. What we can now do is get this all fitted back up, starting with the headlining and working our way downwards. Job's done. Okay, the handbrake on your LT is very simple. Down in this hole, you should hopefully see a little nut right down there. That's an 8mm nut, and that's what looks after your handbrake switch. And then your handbrake cable has this pin going through. It goes through the plastic, through the handbrake itself, through your cable, out the other side, and is secured with a circlip there. There you go, you can see that screw a bit better now. That's that 8mm screw right down there. And then that looks after housing your handbrake switch. Okay, now it's all done, it's only right. Take the old girl out for a drive, see if we can see a difference. He's added new door sills. So the old ones were very, very perished. They were super flat. And these nice new ones now from the Genuine Motor Parts Company, I believe they were called. They were £35 a side, a full strip, and now when I close my door, it's solid, absolutely solid. That deadening property, as we said, absolutely done its job, which is great. If you don't know, the LT Missouri is a left hooker, imported I think around 2001, this one 1997 build. So let's step inside, go for a drive. Okay, so we're in the Missouri. Let's start her up and see if it's made a difference. Okay, so already the sound of the engine just on tick over here is a lot quieter than it was previously. It sounds less harsh, everything sounds more dull. So we'll call that a success already. Let's take it out for a drive and see. Okay, so it's like something's been wrapped around the engine. The noise coming through now is much less than was before. I actually feel like I can talk to my partner Emma now without having to shout. So I'd call this a success. The general dullness around all over now is much more muted. Muted's the word. They've the products seem to be doing their job. It'll be interesting to see what it's like when you're doing 60 miles an hour down the motorway, which I won't be doing on this run, but we do have carry on camp out next week, so we will be going across the M27 and the A27 to go there, so it'll be interesting to see. The sound system that's in this from factory is actually quite terrible. You only get two 10cm or 4-inch speakers. They aren't the best quality. These two in here have been upgraded to Sony speakers, but still they're not anything spectacular. I'd like to think I'll be able to hear the music on a lower volume now, as opposed to having it blaring out over the sound of the cab and the sound of the engine and road noise going on. So yes, we have improvement. The Dodo products are doing their job. A massive shout out to Dodo. There's a link in the description below to their site so you can check out their products. They do a variety of sound control products for the ceilings, the walls, the floors, the cab. So go check them out down below. Okay, back safe and sound. A real difference for a driving experience now. I can feel it. So a job well done. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do please subscribe down below and hit the thumbs up. It's all appreciated. Not sure when the next video will be, but between the T5, which you can see there, Project Bertie, and our LT Missouri, we'll get another one up soon with any luck. Once again, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.